Welcome to Humpdays. Welcome back, Humpers.
Glad to have you back. We got a fun episode today.
We're all pink vibes today. We're just...
I got a new
Feeling
workout
it.
shirt. It says Hunkasaurus. It's just like... And I got some 80s shorts going on. I don't know if you can see it. But
Alfie needs to have his nipples exposed at the gym.
That's
It's
true.
the only way...
it's true. I'm a trendsetter. I like going like, this is how
They're a perfect fit. He's just showing off his perfect nipple color.
Yeah, I have the perfect size of areolas.
I'm like in a crop top, pink vibes, because I like lost 5 pounds. So I'm just like, I'm 20 again.
Yeah, we're both,
I'm 18.
we're in our 30s, but to us, it's spring break, baby. Let's do this.
It's for the cam. It's for you guys. I hope you appreciate it.
All
So the world is ending.
The world is ending. It's coming to an end. The world as we know it.
We're all gonna die.
They're all gonna die.
No, but the world is ending and everybody's, I don't know, stressed out, I think. Everybody's having a hard time. Sure, like could be financially, it could be, you know, mental health wise. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm feeling it in the air, this kind of
Everyone's mentally ill nowadays, so everyone thinks the world is ending.
well, we're all affected by social media, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about how the aspirational Instagram influencer is dying in favor of the normal everyday TikTok influencer.
Everybody is depressed and having a hard time. So this idea of that like super rich aspiration just feels like annoying, but all because at one point we kind of, you know, when people were thriving and times were really good,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, that's attainable, you know, like I could become that one day. And I think now people are kind of like, that seems a bit impossible. And
Yeah.
also like you were saying with like influencers, it's like we all know that they can't afford their own lifestyle.
Yeah,
too.
we all know it's fake. It's all smoke and mirrors. Like you can have 100,000 followers, but it doesn't mean that you're rich and famous on a boat. It's like you have a nice butt. You chummed up close to a guy who owns a boat. He was probably an ugly old guy, and that's why he's not in any of your photos. So everyone knows it's smoke and mirrors. So everyone's kind of drawn towards like authenticity because everyone kind of feels like they've been lied to so much recently over the past few years or
I think
two.
it's too much. Like I can't even
Owen!
focus. I can't focus. He's being ridiculous. And like you can hear it, you know, in all of the footage. People are just gonna like not listen because he's being a butt weasel.
Oh my god.
So we had to murder our dog.
That squeaking sound, that was the dog. He's no longer with us.
Let's just put it that way.
He had a good run.
We're just trying to get viral any way we can. So definitely blow that out of proportion and
Yeah.
tell
Comment
everyone we killed
below
our dog.
why it's wrong to kill your dog if they're
Yeah.
just being annoying.
No, but we were talking about how basically everyone knows that influencers can't even afford their lifestyle. They're like, oh, like if you do what I say, you'll become this too. And it's like, we know you aren't even that. So yeah, the death of this kind of out of touch, like super perfect lifestyle, I think it kind of died in the pandemic too. Like with the rise of TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Instagram, that's kind of what it was, and now it's trying to become that kind of real, authentic
That's
TikTok.
true.
But
Because TikTok has like already like an ugly filter to it. Like nothing really looks nice on it. Like
that's true.
Unless it's like really, really fake.
Yeah.
Whereas Instagram, everything's like kind of like it just feels very phony. It is like a highlight reel as opposed to like Instagram. You kind of go and just see it just seems more attainable when you see someone's stories and stuff like that. But I think what really set it off is like why I think it is dying is because the people that started it all off, the original, the OG aspirational influencer, Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
She's been trying so hard to look normal.
Oh, yes.
She's been trying so hard to look normal.
The celebrities are trying their best to look relatable right now. They're having a moment, but yeah, Kim
Well,
is like
Kim-
a big,
Kim-
you showed it to me.
Well,
that
yeah,
whole
like Kim was the
Guinness
best. So
thing.
first she's like, oh, I'm gonna be normal. I'm gonna go see a soccer game in London. We're gonna go there for St.Patricks Day, and then she was seen. Well, she took photos at a bar, at a pub in London, drinking a Guinness and also a shot of Guinness. And she had like a random person post a photo. Oh my God, I can't believe Kim Kardashian's here. Just like one of us drinking a beer. And that went viral. Like, oh, Kim's so cool. She just like randomly having a beer. It's just
like
like
a calorie dense beer.
yeah, a calorie dense beer. That's like 2
So
loaves
normal?
of bread. A Guinness? That's 2 loaves of bread. All those carbs, Kim? Wow, you're like one of us. You're just like one of those people that just like walks up to us and asks like, hey, are you using this chair? I just want to bring it over here with my mates.
She was wearing jeans.
She was wearing jeans that, you know,
It was a whole
weren't
light
painted on.
makeup. Yeah. And
But what happened was someone else was there and they took a photo of what actually was happening, and it looked like a scene from a movie. There were like lights all the way around.
Full camera crew.
Camera crew behind the bar. And the people that were actually in the bar, they looked like extras. It was just like they weren't paying, they were told not to pay attention to Kim. Because if you were at a bar and Kim was there with all these cameras, you'd be like, what's going on? Why are these cameras here? Yeah. But if but these people at the bar are just like mouthing conversations with themselves.
They're going like
yeah. It's just like
in the back. No, but it's true. And another thing that you forgot to add, which was another kind of like crazy layer, was that she was going there with her high school friends, like long-term old friends. So she's trying to be even more like, see, I have like normie friends. Like
your high school friends are the Hilton sisters.
None of these. I mean, they probably. And then the picture that went viral first, which was probably like a plant or whatever, was her in her outfit, like kind of looking aside with like her beer, just kind of candid feel, like something that someone took on their phone. And then the image beside it now with the viral image, and we'll show it, but it's like the whole camera crew behind the scenes. So it's interesting. But there's a whole thing with celebrities.
Well, do you think she even had a Guinness? Do you think that was a Guinness she drank?
No, I think it was probably Ozempic. Let's be real.
Ozempic, a little bit of buckwheat.
A bit of, and definitely fiber.
Some fiber.
Some kind of insane fiber medication.
And that was just her calories for the day.
Soylent, a little bit of Soylent to keep her afloat.
Yeah, cause I am curious about that because she did have the whole pint of Guinness, but also a shot.
That's so weird.
And I'm thinking like, they probably prepped her for Guinness, like on the private jet over, where it's like, you have to have this for this photo. Like, you have to. And she's just trying. She's like, I can't do it. Like, we're not landing until you get it, Kim.
And I have to say,
another lap around Heathrow. We're not landing until she gets it.
I didn't see a glass that was even a sip out of it. I saw a full glass in every pic and every shot. So when her show comes out, like when the actual episode airs, I'm curious to see if we ever see an empty glass from any of them. I don't know if we will.
Well, they're all kind of
in the comments below.
Okay?
Fight to the death over this. Is it real or not? We need that algorithm boost, baby. And comment if you're just enjoying the show too. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
anyway.
thank you. Well, the one episode you showed me of the Kardashians, I think it was a clip you showed me. No, actually, you made me watch an episode. I'm not gonna lie.
You love watching it.
Well, okay, this is why I love watching it, because Kendall Jenner doesn't know how to cut a cucumber. It's just like they have to like, I'll make us something to eat, and her hands are crossed, and it's just like, let's say this is the cucumber. This is the cucumber, and she goes to cut it. But instead of holding it like this, she holds it like this and cuts it like this, but has her hands crossed somewhere.
It was more like this.
Like this? Oh, like this, yeah. And then she tried to cut it like that.
And then Kris Jenner's just like,
yeah,
baby, do you want the chef to do it? Like, and they can't.
Chris had that look on her face like, oh, thank God.
No.
Thank God.
My model, those hands are worth so much.
Yeah, thank God Kim and Chloe are the ones that make the money.
Kendall makes a decent amount. She makes more than most models. She's one of the highest paid models.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still not the same as like a lip kit. But Kylie's brand is actually tanking right now, and I think it's for a similar reason. And even like the whole we covered another video. Check it out. The Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber drama. That shows too that fans are more inclined, and also the hate on all the Nepo babies recently. Yeah. That's another piece of the puzzle of what everybody's been kind of like why celebrities are like running to seem normal.
Their kids are going to be the most hated because one of them's named Saint.
That's true.
And it says, how do you not have an ego With your dad's Kanye West, your name's Saint.
Well, he's a god.
Yeah,
He's a god.
Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Saint. And they're gonna be hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow's kids. Whose name? Those are gonna be nepotism babies because it's like they're gonna have the biggest egos. One's name's Moses, and the other one's name's Apple.
Yeah.
It's named after the original sin. Like these, like it's just these
I can't
weird
help but
names.
think that North is going to be really talented though, like genuinely. I don't know. I have a feeling that's where I'm putting my bets.
Yeah. Why do you think
North.
it's gonna be the most talented?
She's the firstborn, and I think also she just her seeing her on TikTok and her kind of style and stuff.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, I just feel like she's going to be.
But do you know
she's
who?
a lot of fun and outspoken and kind of insane. It's like the ones that are not like the Hailey Biebers, where you're like, oh, what a nice like church going, she could be a royal, like she's very PC, that kind of thing. I feel like North is going to get into drama and just have an exciting, interesting life, which that's my favorite Nepo baby. That's when it's like good, when you just like lean in to the crazy,
true.
like you're not going to be, when you try to be normal and polite and nice, I don't know. It's not as exciting.
Yeah.
Not as respectable.
Just go full Grimes, where it's just like, I'm weird and I'm out there and like, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. But do you,
Willow Smith.
But to play devil's advocate on poor Saint. No, North.
North,
North.
Yeah.
To play devil's advocate, do you know who else was the firstborn?
Who?
Kourtney Kardashian.
That's true. She's the laziest one. Well, that was a scandal that was like when Kim was trying to like relate to the people, and she was like, "Hey, business women out there."
Oh, they asked her what the like backstory.
They were like Vogue was like, "Oh, what would be your advice to women in business right now?" And she was like, "Just get your ass up and work.
Yeah.
Seems like nobody's willing to work these days." And we're like, "That's
What?
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what it takes." And I think a lot of people work really hard to just get by. But I think that's just her circle.
That's
I feel
true.
like there's a lot of Scott Disick's in her circle.
The feedback she got from that was like, oh, that's rich coming from someone whose parents were just loaded and like connected. But I think it was aimed at people in her circle, like
I know.
the people that don't work, like
In
her
her world.
sister Kourtney.
It was like actually all directed at Kourtney. Let's be real.
Just like-
She's like, "Kourtney, freaking work."
Because she doesn't know any everyday people, so she
Yeah.
just knows a lot of rich women
It really
that
showed.
think they can do what she does, and she's
Don't.
like, I think that's what it
Choose
was aimed
not
after.
to.
She's
They're like, instead of vacationing all the time, you should work. Like, people are jealous of me, like, because I actually have like a drive and passion. But it's like, really, it's just her comparing herself to her network. But it showed how out of touch she was. Like,
Well,
it was another moment where that, like, she had to kind of backpedal from that. It was kind of a harsh PR year for Kim in that way. And then they also are. Or what was I going to say about, the whole Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez thing. It's like clear that Nepo baby kind of perfect looking Hailey is not necessarily winning, I guess, per se, because Selena has been so,
Kylie as well.
Kylie too. And I think it's because Selena has been like kind of makeup free. She's struggled with lupus. She's not like photoshopped everything into oblivion. I don't know if Hailey does either, but like it's very like she's kind of being very real and relatable, even in her, like, she's being open about, she's not trying to like cover up, and she's not pretending to be skinny and photoshopping herself skinny in every photo, trying to like keep up with the machine or something. So it feels more like, I think that's a sign as well of the fact that aspirational in terms of kind of like being super wealthy, super like perfect is going out of style.
The Kylie made fun of Selena for not having perfect eyebrows.
I guess so.
And Kylie, she photoshopped her driver's license photo and put it online. Like, oh, this is my driver's license photo. Everyone's like, that's photoshopped. You photoshopped your picture.
Like, they can't even let that go.
Like they can't even have, like, you can't even have a regular person's driver's license. Like
it's the word. It has built-in Photoshop already. It's always one of the most flattering. Actually, it's not always one of the most flattering photos, but it can be because it is low resolution, the worst quality printer as well. So like she just face-tuned her driver's license photo, and it's like, that's too much.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of criticism of Kim because there was that photo of her at a party, and they were comparing her face to like her Photoshop online face, and she's even trying to be kind of like, oh, I'm going makeup free, I'm lounging. She's not wearing these big Balenciaga dresses anymore. She's kind of photographing herself in her Skims kind of thing and laid back neutral kind of feel since Pete Davidson, I
Yeah.
guess. That was kind of her like rebrand.
I think that is also part of the rebrand. You're right.
Yeah.
That is also
Yeah.
part of it. Where it's like, I'm an everyday person. Look, I'm just dating your regular tattooed guy that works
Mm-hmm.
at the pizza shop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like
A comedian.
the comedian.
A
Just
laid back, down to earth guy.
just your
Yeah.
regular New Yorker. His dad died in 9/11.
Not a rich basketball player,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, exactly. I think that was part of her rebrand too. And her shift to having all of these like the thing is she's looking all makeup free, but yet it's photoshopped to crap. Like she's just clinging to looking 20 and like on Ozempic being super, it's just like trying so hard. And I feel like people can tell.
Yeah.
She's 50 now, right? Something like that.
40.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, I
Yeah.
mean, the photo of
She's
her
gonna
next
have
to
you
each
killed for
other
that,
was,
Audrey. She's gonna like if this video goes viral, you're gonna.
the photo of her.
Who's this? It's like she's gonna put a hit on you. They got the money for it. They got the money for it.
Oh my god.
The photo of her that was in real life though looked good. Like that's the saddest part is that she looks great.
For a
And-
50-year-old woman, she looks great.
Yeah. She looks like 30. Yeah, that kind of. Oh my God, we forgot to talk about one of the craziest things that was really where they were trying to be normal. Okay, the thing where they were trying to be normal, where Kylie's daughter was dying to have like a school bus, like go on the school bus, and so they bought a bus. And they had her, and they like took photos of her and Tyga like kind of playing around the bus, and it's like
It was the saddest thing ever because you know the child has the idea of a school bus because they see kids playing on the school bus. It's not
without a security team.
Yeah, without like you know, it's like that's why she wanted the school bus so she could play with kids on it, not so her and her sibling can just sit in it with the parents and have a photo shoot.
They're like, look, you can have a bus.
You can just have a bus. You don't have
That's
to go
not
on it.
what she wanted. She wanted friends, and she
Oh my
wanted to
God.
feel normal. She wanted to feel like a regular person for like half a second.
Oh my God! For her birthday, they literally cosplayed being middle class. It's just like that.
And there was a photo shoot of, I remember when the kids were really young, Kanye and Kim had this whole photo shoot in like a middle America home, like, and they just like had their kids and were like family photos in this like very kind of trailer type feel room and like kitchen. And she was just like doing, like pretending like she lived there for the photo shoot. It's so bizarre.
Just weirdly cutting up a cucumber.
The cucumber one's the best. She can only like, she probably just has pre-made food. Honestly, I don't blame them. It's like, if they just leaned into it and they were just like, fuck yeah, like we're not you. And like, also we're just like letting, you know, we're trying to like keep up appearances so much. I feel it would just feel more authentic. But every PR, like it starts to get annoying when it's like Kim is in the news because she dyed her hair, because it's like, I know that that's not a natural algorithm boost. Like I know that's not national news, like organically, like you get that news, and I'm like, Alfie's not, unless I mean,
felt
you could be keeping
that was
up
the
with
funniest
Kardashians.
thing. This is how I know. This is how I know she used Pete Davidson as a prop, because like the two stories coming out was like Pete Davidson after Kim's breakup needs to go to I think was it a mental hospital? Oh, do you know what he had to do? Was it a mental hospital or? He went to therapy. He had to go to like. Rehab. He had to go to some mental hospital. He had to go to rehab. Looney bin. No, it's like, after the breakup, he needed to go to rehab for emotional distress. And then the Kim Kardashian story coming out. Kim's bringing back the side part. It's just like it's like she doesn't even care. It's just already moved on.
Oh my God, I know.
She's like, I can't be middle class. I can't go walk New York City and just buy pizza by the slice with you, Pete. Like it's just too I tried it. I can't.
It's just a whole planned photo shoot. So I guess we'll leave it there, right? Or unless there's something else you want to say.
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
That
Well,
would-
I mean, so
okay.
what is the type of we talked about what the actual influencer is, like what's dying, the Kim one, but what is the normal everyday TikTok? How would you
I
describe
think
that?
Emma Chamberlain is an example of that.
And what does she
where-
do really well?
And maybe even Julia Fox is starting to become that a bit, which is interesting. Well, she's like she's trying.
She's still
to do
crazy,
the
though. She's cuckoo.
thing.
Yes.
She's crazy, but she's like showing her kind of like rundown, crowded apartment, and like she's trying to be more like that. But I guess like genuinely but I think she's risen up in popularity on TikTok because she's kind of. But she did start. It's interesting because she's like more like Kim, where she started out with like Kanye wearing the designer Balenciaga shit, and then now is kind of like rebranding, I guess.
Yeah.
But somebody who got their way up is Emma Chamberlain for sure. Yes. And so like no makeup, like I need coffee, and like I'm a mess, and that's kind of
That's Emma Chamberlain.
A bit. I mean, she has her shit together now, and she's I mean, she talks about her like her life openly and authentically, and I think a lot of comics, like I would say someone like Annie Lederman, I just like cheer on.
Yeah,
or
that's
love,
true.
Or like who would be another example, Audrey? Who would be like somebody
Like
that's
an everyday TikTok star where you're like, oh yeah, that's just like everyday life. They're just
they
saying.
feel like relatable. I don't know. There's a lot of YouTubers, and maybe even Mr. Beast. As
Mr.
an
Beast
example,
definitely,
even though
'cause,
he's
yeah.
like super rich, he kind of lives in his one bedroom.
He does it his own way though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
He wears like normal outfits. He's not like, look
That's
at
the
my followers, look at my, car.
Look at my
I'm not
abs.
good at cars at all.
You know Kellis?
Oh, yeah.
My milkshake. She
Yeah.
owns a farm, and
Oh,
she
nice.
breeds dogs and like animals and stuff, and
Yeah.
she teaches people how to. She makes like her own products and stuff. But she's cool. She's like homesteader kind of.
That's true.
Nice, yeah.
Cool.
I like.
She's
I
still
like the
she's
celebrities
still
that go
married to Nas?
homesteader. I don't think they are.
Oh, okay.
Jeffree Star tried to do that with his
What?
yak farm. He got a yak farm, right?
Oh,
and then
my
went,
God.
but it's like a glamorous farm. It's not
Yeah, of
like
course.
I like Jeffree Star though. He's funny.
he's a whole moment.
I like-
He was rude to Road Beauty. He got one of them, and Kylie Cosmetics. He called it like cheap and bad. And
Oh, I bet it's competition.
yeah.
He's like the Marilyn Manson of makeup, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that is a great way to put it. it's like a great
I
way
thought
to put
Marilyn
it.
Manson killed someone. Okay. Yeah, one of those. The Me Too moment.
Yeah.
I guess now it's like the flex isn't what you get for Christmas. The flex is, do you have any friends?
That's true. Like, are you
know?
likable? That's right. It's
And I
just
guess
like,
that's the definition there, is like somebody who has like real friends, real thoughts, and it's not just like through a PR
good
machine.
personality because
Do
everyone
you
wants.
even ride the bus?
Yeah.
Riding the bus. I've also been seeing that on TikTok too, of like people being like, hey, I'm not, like, can we normalize having not a white perfect kitchen,
Yeah.
like where everything's perfect and like organized, and even that, like, people are starting to be like, yeah, like it's okay to be a mess.
Yeah. You want to break the fourth wall. You know, be like, hey, this is what's really going on here.
Yeah.
And that's good. I like that. And
Little
then
bow.
because I don't wish I don't wish the downfall of the Kardashians or like physically, but like their influence, like influentially, like I wish their downfall.
Yeah, I think we need a break.
Because it's just
right?
like,
We need a
I mean,
little
they're
moment
not
to
right
have
now.
someone new.
Right now their influence is like, hey kids, you want to look like us? Take some diabetes medication. It's just like it's gone too far.
Yeah,
It's like it's gone too far with the Ozempic.
Those diet lollipops she used to push too.
And then the ab surgery you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All of the popular surgeries that they've popularized. So, and now they're like going the opposite way. So they're like, all these poor women are left in the dust with their giant bootylicious booties implanted in Mexico with infections, and then now they're like, just kidding.
Yeah.
we don't have that anymore. We're thinning it.
Oh man,
we're dating white people.
The thing is, they're gonna have like this. This is what I predict happens with the Kardashians. This is my prediction. So they're gonna see how the tide's turning on like their lifestyle and like the inspiration. What is it? Aspirational influencer.
Yeah.
So they're gonna see the tide turning and how everyone's turning on the fact that, like all the surgeries and stuff like that. So they're gonna sit down. They're gonna get a bunch of lights around them, and they're gonna do like a Dateline interview, and they're gonna cry, and they're like, "We just felt the pressure to always look beautiful. We're just like you."
That's true.
And I just hope everyone's like, "No, you ruined our youth. You gave so many children eating disorders." It's just like, you're not forgiven.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. You're not forgiven.
You're not forgiven, and you've stolen so many people's diabetes medication.
Yes, people die.
People are passing out at Whataburger because they don't have their diabetes medication.
All for you to look hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think what we've learned today is that the best thing in life is love and friendship, right?
Yeah.
Stop chasing, just be yourself and have friendships, and that's more valuable than anything money can buy.
And during these tough times, just remember, the Kardashian empire is about to crumble. We called it here first. All right.
See you next week. Subscribe.